Alright, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be recapping the 3 trades that I took today on Monday. I took 2 in London, and I took 1 just about an hour ago on Asia session. So with that being said, let's just get right into it. On Euro USD, I took my first trade, which was a losing trade, sadly. And this is not where it's supposed to be, sorry. And I basically saw this market structure shift right here. And once it shifted, I was like, okay, we're bearish. And I remember getting in on a fair value gap. This one right here, I believe. No, not that one. This one. So that was the gap I entered on. I'll remove it for the sake of clarity. And I remember holding this trade, and it was going down, and I thought it was a really good setup. And this right here is actually an inversion fair value gap. Or no, it wasn't an inversion fair value gap, sorry. It was just a normal fair value gap. And it was holding price. And I trailed my stop loss to, I believe, here. And it came and took me out. Yeah, it was right there. Because I remember like it went up there and dropped a little bit. And I was like, okay, it's going to keep me in. And it just slammed me out. So took a loss right there. For the sake of clarity. So after I got stopped out on this trade, I went to GBP JPY and I took another setup around an hour or so later, and this was actually a winning trade. The reason I took it was because we ran out this buy side liquidity here, and then we had a shift in market structure right there, and I entered on this gap right here, but you know how sometimes when your entry gets kind of messed up, you get put to lower in, like when you're trying to enter trades and whatnot. So this was the gap that I wanted to enter on, but it filled me just a little bit below it. And I remember targeting this gap here for an exit, and I wanted to put it maybe just in that quadrant right there, so you didn't have to worry about going to the consequent encroachment of that. So that was a nice little trade. Definitely boosted up my losses from last week, so that was really nice. And now for the last trade, Asia session, it was also right here on GBP JPY. So let me go ahead and get a refresher. There we go. So this is kind of like a complicated one, and it's so sad that I got stopped out, but I remember I entered because we had a market structure shift right here when we ran out that high, and then we dropped to this gap, and I wanted to enter there, but again, like the time between like entering the details or your position size calculator actually pressing the enter button, it filled me a little bit above there, and I was targeting this high up here. And as you can see, it rallied up a little bit, and then I trailed my stop losses to, I'll just use this line for the sake of clarity. I trailed my stop loss right there, and it came back and stopped me out for a small loss. And it sucks because obviously I'm in a bit of drawdown right now. I'm down like 5.6% and then 5.2 I think on my 50K and 5K funded account. So yeah, these are the trades that I took today on Monday, and I will come back on Tuesday, which is tonight, and I'll hopefully take a better trade. So that being said, I'll see you in the next video, bro. Bye.